The Young and the Restless recap. Wednesday, October 25. Jack slams Ashely's plot. Kyle faces Tucker trust test. Welcome to Dream USA 24, my channel. According to The Young and the Restless, Y and R, teasers on Wednesday, October 25, Victor Newman, Eric Braeden will get a call from Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, challenging him about the serpent drawing being a message for him. Nick will say that this is evidence that Victor needs his assistance because it will bring to memory a story he enjoyed as a child. Nick will imply that Victor cannot possibly believe Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinel, would betray him despite Victor's inability to trust Adam Newman, Mark Grossman. Nick will come to the conclusion that everything is set up because Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, will pressure Victor to disclose the truth. Nick will be furious as he and Victoria have both been through hell. Nick is adamant that Victoria be given the whole truth, regardless of whether Adam and Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic, are put to the test. Since he won't be ready to announce his strategy just yet, Victor will pressure Nick to join him. Victor will argue that he can't inform Victoria without telling Nate despite Nick's objections. Nick will keep objecting and threatening to withhold her forgiveness from Victoria if she finds out on her own. Christine Blair Williams, Laura Lee Bell, at Crimson Lights will concede that her vacation to Portugal wasn't ideal, but she will sidestep the majority of Danny Romalotti's Michael Damian inquiries. When the conversation shifts to Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, most recent attempt to make things better, Christine will be amazed at how Phyllis managed to brainwash Danny. Because of her dubious past, Christine won't be prepared to overlook Phyllis, but Danny will think she sincerely wants to change. Danny will get Christine to acknowledge that things got off to a good start since he will sense that she genuinely wants to talk about her trip. As Christine explored and enjoyed herself on the beach with Paul Williams, Doug Davidson, it looked like the good old days. But finally, their time together brought home to them just how far apart they'd become. Christine will genuinely think Paul was the one who withdrew and stopped loving her. Danny will hold Christine's hand and reassure her that she will find out what to do next when she acknowledges that her marriage is over. After having a rough time in bed with Audra Charles, Zulika Silver, Michael Mueller's character Kyle Abbott will get dressed in her suite and inquire about Tucker McCall's Trevor Street John takeover scheme. While Audra will be sure that she knows how to manage Tucker, Kyle will worry that he can't be trusted. When Kyle asks Audra if she's ever slept with Tucker, she'll be wondering if it would bother him if she says yes. Although Audra will be shocked that she allowed herself to be seduced, she will imply that perhaps Audra should have seduced Tucker instead. Kyle will conclude he's all in when Audra calls him a tool to an end and once more prods him to join the alliance. Kyle continues, saying he's sick of being ignored and that he intends to take charge of his future by assisting Audra and Tucker in seizing control of Jabot. Diane Jenkins Abbott, Susan Walters, will be surprised to learn that Ashely Abbott, Eileen Davidson, has returned to Geno City, but they will decide to maintain the status quo at the Abbott estate. Before Ashely determines she needs to speak with Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, and Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, directly, Diane will give her updates on all the recent Tucker turmoil. On Wednesday's Y&R episode at the GCAC, Jack will return Tucker's listening device and caution him that Billy intends to expose him, but Tucker won't seem to care. Tucker may appear confident, but Jack will make him feel uncomfortable by implying that his opponent is afraid. Jack will be delighted to see his sister once he receives Ashely's text telling him to get home right now. Diane will also be attending the strategy session with Billy because they all need to present a unified front. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Tucker will not be underestimated by Ashely, who will acknowledge that she came back because he reached out to her in an attempt to make things right. Jack won't like where this is going, especially if Ashely makes suggestions about utilizing that to her advantage. Jack will caution against feigning a rekindled relationship in an attempt to uncover Tucker's true intentions. Ashely will argue that she doesn't need Jack's approval, despite his insistence that he can't allow her do this. When Jack questions Kyle after he enters and meets Ashely, he will acknowledge that he was with Audra. Now that he isn't employed by Newman Media, Kyle won't see any excuses for not seeing Audra. Although Jack will concede that Kyle is free to date whoever he pleases, he will make hints that Kyle is capable of surpassing Audra. Ashely will see that Audra is Tucker's confidant and inquire as to if Kyle has thought about the potential that Audra is taking advantage of him after he jumps to Audra's defense. When Tucker comes asking for a progress report, Audra will be there to answer the door. Kyle's support for their partnership will be confirmed by Audra, leaving her to ponder what comes next. Tucker will undoubtedly have a test in mind for Kyle since he will feel that it's time to see if they can trust him. According to teasers for The Young and the Restless, Kyle will undoubtedly run into some difficult situations soon. Keep checking back for updates on this impending problems. Visit CDL frequently for more Young and the Restless information as it will feature more tantalizing spoilers, news, and updates.